Hello, I'm Finola Burke from RaaS, and today our focus is on accredited training and HR SaaS group, Schrole Group, ASX ticker SCL. Joining me is Managing Director and Founder Rob Graham and Chief Financial Officer Stephanie Syme. Welcome, Rob and Stephanie.
Thanks, Finola. It's nice to be here.
Rob, I'm going to start with you. You've announced today purchase orders worth more than $655,000 from job training with Rio Tinto, and this is deepened the relationship you have with Rio. Can you talk about the opportunity here, particularly in relation to ongoing revenue?
Yes, thanks, Finola. I think we're pretty happy with our relationship with Rio, which has been going for about 15 years now. Our business has the training business was started in 1994, and we've had ongoing relationships with mining companies. And obviously, this is a foundational piece for our business, the Rio Tinto work. We're very pleased that they trust us with their OJT training across all their sites. And for us, it's a baseline for us that we get all this work from Rio, but we expect to add more training on top of that as well. So for us, the training that we see, the expansion will be in some government funding that we've got for our training assessment program. So we'll be looking to deliver some training in the Pilbara to Rio and other companies that will be funded by the government as well.
And Schrole Develop also creates and implements training programs for BHP and Fortescue Metals. Are you seeing any uptick in activity from these clients? And perhaps is this part of the overall program you're getting from the government as well?
So we will approach them with some of this government funding, but most of the time BHP and Fortescue come along to our public courses. Our public courses are very full. We have about 10 people in those courses per week. So we're seeing an uptick in interest. There's certainly a lot of interest in our accredited training from these mining companies. So yes, we can definitely see that as an uptick.
And Stephanie, Schrole Group's just reported its first quarter cash flow result for the year. And this is seasonally the quietest quarter for the group, but you still have very strong growth in cash receipts, in particular training receipts. What can we extrapolate from these for the rest of 2023?
Finola, I think we can extrapolate continued improvement quarter on quarter. This is the sixth quarter where we've had improved cash receipts compared to the previous corresponding period, and also the sixth quarter with an improved net cash operating position compared to the same time last year. So a year and a half of steady improvement as a result of the decisions that we've been making, which is great.
And Stephanie, one of your key performance indicators is average contract value, which is now at just over 11,700 per customer, and that's grown 23% over the past 12 months. Is there any near-term target for ACV that investors should look to?
Yeah, we have seen strong growth, Finola, and this is due to a combination of things. So firstly, improving revenues on the back of our peak renewal season of September to December, which saw customers choosing to renew with us, ending the shared revenue arrangement with former partner ISS. We've had some new customers contracted at higher values. We've got strong relationships with key school group partners, enabling us to upsell bespoke events, as we announced last year, and also the consulting work our training team undertook in Guinea last year. I think it's important to keep all three metrics in mind, so the number of customers, the products per customer, and the average contract value per customer. So the combination of our subscription-based products, transactional products, and the training offerings means that sometimes we'll see new customers onboarding to take up lower value products initially, so background checks, for example, which may not increase the average contract value in the first instance, but gives us the opportunity to upsell other products, which will increase the products per customer and also the contract value over time. As Rob mentioned, we continue to see the growing commitment from Rio, BHP and other well-established training customers. So that also supports a growing average contract value. So I think we're confident that considered together, these three metrics will see continued improvement across all of them over time.
And Stephanie, Q1 saw operating cash outflow of $371,000. Do you expect to get back into the black over the coming quarters?
Yeah, we hope to, Finola. As we grow, we continue to keep an eye on our cost base. As I mentioned before, we expect the trend of improvement each quarter compared to the previous year to continue, which suggests that we'll be back in the black before the end of the year.
Rob, a final question. I mean, Schrole Group's just announced the appointment of a new Chief Commercial Officer, Mark Wolofs. Where will his focus lie?
Yes, Finola, we're very excited about Mark's the appointment of Mark. He's working really closely with our sales team right now. We're looking to our focus is to move the conversation with schools from just being a recruitment provider through to a full HR suite. And so his focus really is on improving our sales across all our product lines, from connect, engage, and verify with it in particular. And also he will be focusing on upselling and cross-selling to our current clients as well. So he's already we're already seeing some success, and we're very pleased with his approach and the way that he's working with our sales team. So I think that his focus will help us to reach our targets.
Well, thank you, Rob and Stephanie, for joining me today. I'm looking forward to catching up with you through the course of 2023 to check on the progress of Schrole Group.
That's great. Thanks, Finola.
Thanks, Finola.